Brooke, what was the math homework? I don't remember.
Hey Maddie, what is memory? It's broken down into 3 categories. First one's encoding that affects you and me. It's taking in info and what you see.
Encoding breaks down into 3 codes: acoustic, visual, and semantic, bro. Don't forget the senses.
Faux show. Automatic processing, this is what I sing. This is unconscious encoding, such as space-time frequency, among other things.
This one requires no effort, like in the morning when you put on a shirt. Effortful processing requires much attention and conscious effort for retention.
Maintenance rehearsal is when you repeat info to oneself that goes with the beat. Maintenance rehearsal is when you repeat info to oneself that goes with the beat. With this, there really is no meaning, unlike lab rehearsal, which requires more reading.
You couldn't get by with just a smirk. You have to do a lot more work.
You need to relate it to things you already know. This is more effective, and it will show.
If you want strategies to encode info, you could use semantic to encode,
which is one of the best for memorization when you need to give meaning to a population.
Next is the spacing effect when you distribute practice over a long stretch.
Serial position effect. Wait, what was in the middle? Overlearning is not just learning a little.
Because practice makes perfect, and baby, it's worth it. Chunking is grouping things and making it fit.
A mnemonic device is a memory trick, like a first-letter acronym.
Roy G. Biv. Now we're on to storage of memory. There are 3 components. Baby.
Sensory is very brief. The length it lasts is like a falling leaf.
Sensory is basically everything you see, like a car or a fish or a baby bumblebee.
It only lasts for a tiny bit, but please don't throw a fit.
Short-term memory lasts about 20 seconds. It can store 7 items, I reckon.
Long-term is relatively permanent memories with an unlimited capacity.
Implicit memories are the basics, like knowing how to walk in your ASICs.
A memory of facts is considered explicit. You must be conscious to retrieve it.
The hippocampus is linked to explicit, while the cerebellum controls implicit.
A vivid, clear memory is a flashbulb. It represents significant moments such as getting annulled.
The memory can be good and it can be bad. It can make you cry or make you glad.
Like a soldier coming back from the war, keep reliving a memory that is painful and sore. Long-term potentiation is the key. It's an increase in firing efficiency.
Long-term potentiation is believed to be the neural basis for learning memories.
There are 2 forms of memory retrieval. They won't hurt you or be evil.
The first form is recall, where you retrieve info learned earlier and which you believe.
To identify items is to use recognition, and sometimes you must use intuition.
An example of recall is fill in the blank.
An example of recognition is a word bank.
Proactive interference is when old covers new.
And retroactive is when the new gets mixed in with the old crew.
Sigmund Freud believed in repression, and this kept people from depression.
It means to block a memory because of pain, and it seems like the memory's been slain.
But it's possible for it to return, and this can be a huge concern.
People who've been abused are beginning to remember all the bad things that happened that December.
When things were so bad, they wanted to cry, so their brains killed the memory and made it die.
Elizabeth Loftus found the misinformation effect where therapists can interfere and cause a wreck.
By giving misleading information, it could perhaps lead us all to extinction.
She proved Freud's theory to be a little off. We all know he still would have scoffed.
By changing the wording just a little bit, a car could get tapped and people'd say it split.
As you can see, memory is legit, so you should go home and try this
stuff.